All right, today we're jumping into something pretty amazing. We're going to explore the hidden dimensions of one of the world's most ancient and revered chants, the Gayatri Mantra, drawing from the incredible work of Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya.
Okay, let's just dive right in with a big question. Think about this for a second. What if a simple string of syllables wasn't just a prayer, but was actually a key, a kind of sonic code that could unlock 24 distinct divine energies? That is the extraordinary idea we are exploring today.
Now, to really wrap our heads around this, we have to see the Gayatri Mantra as something much, much more than just words. The source text we're looking at describes it as the very soul of Indian philosophy. A true wellspring of spiritual power. And this quote from the text, it really nails it. It calls Gayatri the ultimate guru mantra. Think about that. The idea is that the mantra itself is the teacher. It doesn't just give you the teachings, it actually imparts the power, the real capacity to live them out. It's like it's both the map and the fuel for the journey, all rolled into one.
So that's the what. But how does it actually work? Well, this is where it gets really fascinating. The text reveals this hidden structure, this beautiful symmetry that's locked inside the mantra's sound itself.
It all starts with a single number, 24.
That number, 24, corresponds to the 24 distinct syllables that make up the Gayatri Mantra.
And here's the real kicker. Each and every one of those syllables is believed to be the home, the very seat of a unique divine energy, a Shakti. So you have 24 syllables and 24 distinct divine powers.
Now look at this. This is the bedrock for everything we're talking about today. It's a page right from the source text, and it explicitly lists out these 24 powers one by one. This isn't some New Age interpretation. It's a deep, systematic teaching about the energetic anatomy of the mantra itself.
So what are these powers, really? I know the names can sound a little abstract, a little out there. So let's bring them down to earth. Let's meet a few of them and get a feel for what they actually represent.
Okay, just as a few examples. First up, you've got Brahmi. This is the power of creation, symbolized by swan, which stands for purity and the ability to discern truth. Then there's Shambhavi, which is this really potent energy of transformation. Think of Shiva's third eye, that power of inner vision and profound change. And then you have Vedmata, which literally means mother of the Vedas, representing the absolute, primordial power of divine knowledge. See? Each one has its own unique flavor and purpose.
But wait a minute, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. How can one single thing, one mantra, produce such a huge variety of totally different effects? It just seems impossible, right? But actually, the text provides this perfect modern analogy that makes it all click into place.
Think about electricity, right? You have one single source of energy coming from the power plant. That's the ultimate Gayatri. That power flows through the grid. But when it gets to your house, that same energy can power a light bulb for seeing, a heater for warmth, or a fan for cool air. The electricity is one, but the things it does are many and completely different. The 24 Shaktis are just like that, different applications of one universal spiritual energy.
Okay, this is all incredibly interesting from a spiritual perspective, but so what? What does any of this mean for you and me in our actual day-to-day lives? Let's connect these big divine concepts to our own human experience.
Let's just zero in on one power to see how this works in practice. Take Vedmata, the Divine Mother. According to the text, when you focus on this specific stream of energy, it's said to cultivate very specific qualities inside of you, like finding strength when you feel hopeless, or helping you move beyond purely selfish concerns to a place of real, universal affection.
And that's really the heart of it, This isn't just some abstract idea to believe in. The whole system is presented as a practical, hands-on tool for self-transformation. The idea is that by meditating on a specific syllable, on its associated power, a person can start to awaken those qualities, courage, wisdom, compassion, within their own consciousness.
So, as we start to pull all these threads together, let's just zoom out for a second and appreciate the absolutely massive idea that's being presented here. This is about so much more than just a list of powers. It's about the very nature of sound itself.
What this all points to is that the Gayatri Mantra isn't just a prayer you say. It's presented as a kind of sonic blueprint of divine energies, a complete, holistic system for spiritual life. It's like a map of the universe and the path to navigating it, all encoded in just 24 syllables.
And that really leaves us with this incredible
Almost mind-bending question, doesn't it? In a world that's so driven by visual information and data, this ancient text is asking us to think about a totally different kind of code, one that's carried on vibration, on breath. Can an entire universe of meaning, a whole path to self-realization, truly be encoded in just sound? Now that is something worth thinking about.